Okay, so this is the next review for 108 for exam 3. Okay, the usual paper, pencil, and we're close to getting started. So here we go. Let's bring this down whenever we can. Get a little bit more room out of this paper. Okay, now for the title. Math 108, Exam 3, Review. This one is B. It's the second one. Okay, now, here we go. This is going to be, this video is going to include a lot about frequency stuff and all that stuff. Let's discuss that again. So this pertains to video 19. Basically, the material is there. Just want to discuss something over here. What if you have the classes? I don't know if it'll say classes there. Can't guarantee that. But if you can tell that it's a class between 0 and 10, meaning everything that ranges between 0 and 10, everything that ranges between 11 and 21. And here comes the frequencies in the next column. The frequencies, let me spell it so a little bit more out. Frequencies, don't forget, there's the vocabulary word frequencies. You'll see that on the video. Frequency or frequencies. Okay, anyway, so let's say it says 5 in this first one. Let's say it says 6 in the next one. So what do you do if they ask you for the mean? So you'll see it on video 19. Let me put that video 19. But besides that, you need the, besides that, you need to do, just to go through this problem anyway. So between 0 and 10, 0 is going to be one of the data items, possibly. So what's in smack in the middle? What's smack in the middle is 5. There's, to the right of it, there's 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4. The other side is 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. There's 5 here and 5 here. So you want, each time, you want the midpoint. You want the midpoint. That's explained to you on that video. The midpoint, right? So you get the midpoint, which is in this case 5. You get the midpoint, which is in this case 16, because 16 is smack in the middle between 11 and 21. And what do? You multiply the frequency times the midpoint, and you keep doing it. You do it here, you do it here, you do it here. Frequency times the midpoint, and then plus frequency times the midpoint, and keep adding them up until you get a total, right? And that total you divide by what? You divide by the frequencies, but that means you have to add up all these frequencies. Add up all these frequencies, whatever number that is, all of them. This plus this plus this. Whatever that number is, that's what you divide by, and that's how you get the mean with this group data. You'll see it pretty much on video 19, but I'm just going over it. Okay, so next, the next thing I want to discuss having to do, this has to do with video 16, right? So let's cordon this off. And number 2, and this involves the information on video 16. Let's say you have a bunch of numbers, 5, 7, 11, so this is a 7. You've got 3, 6, and 2. You've got 5, 2, and 6. Okay, then they want you to put them into into a particular class, and then figure out the frequency. Okay, so the class is, they tell you they want everything between 2 and 6, between 7 to 11, and 11 to 13. There's nothing complicated about this. I'm just going over it anyway. So let's do the first one, between 2 and 6. Well, there's 5. It's between 2 and 6. So there's 3. There's 6. There's 2. There's another 5, 2, and 6. There's a lot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's this frequency of 6. Between 7 and 11, there's only 2. But you get the idea of how you're supposed to get those frequencies. That's all there's to it. It's not meant to be difficult. Okay, let me bring down the paper as usual, I need this more paper. Okay, let's go to problem number 3 that I'd like to show you on this video. Problem number 3. Okay, what does it pertain to? It's back to, it's still video, no, video 17. Let me show you first. Something from video 17. What if you have this? You're told over here the frequencies, they may switch it around. The frequencies on the left, 6, 6, and 9. You're told their average wage. You're told, well, I'm sorry, you're told the wages of that, of 6 people getting $6.50 an hour, for example. Let's say wages per hour. Say there's 6 people getting $6.50, 6 people getting $8.50, and there are 9 people getting $9.25. And you're supposed to get the mean. So what do? So you multiply. What you do is as follows. You multiply over here the times, and then add it, very similar to what we were just doing. Multiply the frequency times the hour per wage, frequency times hour per wage, frequency times hour per wage, wage per hour, I'm sorry. Multiply them all up, add them, add that all, and then you get a certain number. You get to the total here, and then you divide by what? Adding up all the frequencies. You divide by adding up all the frequencies, which is 15 and 6, which is 21. You add up all the frequencies. So don't forget how to deal with something like that when you're getting the frequency and then the date item. You multiply them. It's video 17 stuff. One more thing on this paper that I think we can get, and it has to do with video 16 again. The 4th thing I want to mention here, number 4, but don't forget about histograms, right? So if you're given, for example, just a little bit of data here, I don't want to go through the whole thing, 93 to 96, okay, 93 to 96, and 97 to 100, 97 to 100, 97 to 100, and let's say the frequency is 2 for this and 5 for this. So you have on the left hand side, you put over here this little box, you put 93 to 96, and the next box is going to have room, I just don't have much room, is 97 to 100. And over here on this side, you'll have the frequency 3, 4, 5, etc. So for 93 to 96 goes up to the 2, and the 97, and it could be look like this, it doesn't have to go all the way, goes up to the 5, but you can tell we've talked about that in video 16, what a histogram should look like. Okay, so that ends this video number 2, taking care of those problems. Let me put this out.